All right, welcome to episode 2 of the Schedule Rehab. This one, we are going to be looking at a new entrepreneur where she has no routine, starts late, distracted, and works into the night. And her current schedule is 10 a.m. She wakes up, she scrolls her phone, 11 to 1 p.m. She does a random admin task, 2 to 5 p.m. client calls, all unplanned. 6 to 9 p.m. social media and DMs, 9:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. more tasks, scattered focus. 1 a.m. finally goes to bed. Houston, we have a problem. So her struggles are, like she said, no morning routine, scattered priorities, and also she mentioned that her family feels neglected. Let's get into where we can fix this. So I want to note that the fix won't work if you don't do the work. So I can give you the tools, but you have to put it into play. You have to work at it. So one of the things I'm jotting down first is just kind of getting in my head some things I already notice immediately. One is wake up earlier during the week. I'll put a time of 7 a.m., which is actually still later. Trying to make sure there's a little bit of a balance of not doing extreme if you're not used to waking up earlier, but we can adjust this later on. But waking up earlier gives her literally 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 more hours to do specific things. And those specific things will be to develop a structured morning. I see that you scroll on your phone in the morning, which scrolling on the phone, you'll be doing that. You think you're doing it for a few minutes, but you'll do this, go down a rabbit hole of stuff. And one of the things I try to do, because I get it with social media, it just seems so intriguing. I have to stop and ask myself, what is this doing for me? How's it feeding my spirit? Is it helping me grow my business? Is it just making my mind be stimulated in a positive way? And most of the time, it's going to be no. So we're going to have to work on cutting back on that. But giving yourself a 7 a.m. wake up time will help a lot. Developing a structured morning schedule will help. And this is what we're doing right now is already 7 a.m. You can put so much stuff in there. It will help you get yourself ready and have some time to either spend with your family or get some structured work done at that time. So because you're an entrepreneur, let's treat it like a 9 to 5. So I would say develop a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 work schedule with intentional hours in there. So we're going to wake up earlier, 7 a.m., develop a structured morning schedule before you get started with work and when you get started with work. And then you also want to develop specific days to do things, especially like on yours, you're just taking client calls unplanned, which is not healthy for you or the client. You're not prepared. You don't know, you most likely won't know exactly what you need to do for the client. And the client is going to sense that you didn't take any time to prep. And I do need to correct. I have something else, accepting instead of accept. You're going to get. So let's run through this. So we have for the morning schedule, you're going to check. First, you're going to run through your tasks that you're going to review them to see what you need to do today, things that can be put off to the next day. Then after that, you're going to respond to emails for hour. That is not the time to do the work of the email. Then you can get on social media. Yes. No. Not to scroll. You are going to be intentional to focus on your business, reply to private messages, respond to comments, and engage. Then you're going to take out about 2 hours to do the admin tasks, the things if you need to do some phone calls. If there are some emails you need to do work to, this is the time to allot to that. Now we have a 12 p.m. lunch. This is the time you can feel free to scroll, but you need to stick to your actual schedule and not go over it. I know you see that you have like 2 hours. You really don't. I'm going to go in there and correct that. You do not have 2 hours for lunch. You're an entrepreneur. You need to focus. So after you are done scrolling and doing your lunch, we're going to get back to work and do some more intentional time. And then 6 to 9, you're going to do some family time to allot for them so they do not feel neglected. Monday and Wednesday, I put down that if you need to have extended time for client meetings, do that. But at least everyone knows that that is only on a couple of days. 9:30, 11, do some creative task. 9:30 to 11, you can create your next day task list. So you're getting into the next day refreshed and ahead of the game. You can brain dump. I suggest you brain dump like crazy. This is not the time to figure it out, but you want to get it out of your head before you go to bed. Do your prep time to get ready for bed and then go to bed. Again, this can be fixed. It can be flexible with it, but you want to start off with some type of structure. Repeat this day by day. And as you can see, I left your weekends alone because you need that family time. But try this. Let me know what you think. If anybody else, if this is relatable to you, I want you to chime in too, because I really want to see some growth and help us all. This is from experience of trying to balance it, but we're going to get it together. Stay tuned for episode 3.